Between the Texans coordinators, I look at Anthony Weaver, Tim Kelly. Clint, to me, it is obvious that the pressure to succeed falls more on Anthony Weaver than it does Tim Kelly.
Whoa, you got to pump the brakes on that one for me, Chief.
You don't agree?
No. Not even in the least bit do I agree. I agree with that. When you talk about coordinators that are under the most pressure in 2020, I mean, to me, it's without a doubt Tim Kelly, and here's specifically why. I think there's some obvious elephants in the room, right? I think Anthony Weaver at this point in time, where he sits right now, sure, he's got to have some success, but he is the defense, and Anthony Weaver, new defense coordinator Anthony Weaver, they are depending on several very unproven players. You talk about Charles Omenihu, second year out of Texas, has a promising upside, but you really don't know what you're going to get out of it. Duke Ejiofor, coming off a big-time injury, showed a flash in the pan of some real talent in the preseason a year or so ago, a couple years ago, whenever it was. Hasn't proven anything since. Jacob Martin came over in the draft from – I'm not in the draft, I'm sorry, in the Clowney trade. Yeah. And he's a guy that's got a big upside, no doubt about it, but he's unproven. To me, when you look at those guys, there's a lot of unknown. And when you flip the script over on the offensive side of things, Tim Kelly has an absolutely stacked roster. You talk about one of the best left tackles in the game, and what I think is going to be one of the top 10, 12 offensive lines in the game if everybody can stay healthy. You talk about a back that's rushed for 1,200 and caught for 800 in a season. You talk about three receivers that are 4.3 or better. You talk about a slot guy that ultimately is a prototypical slot guy that's had a lot of success, played in a lot of systems. I just don't see how Tim Kelly, with all of that firepower on that offense, I just don't see how, as a coordinator, he's under the most pressure to perform at a high level.